everyone, and welcome to Witch Finger After Dark. Ooh, this is our video series where we talk about movies that are not horror that we like. And
tonight, we have a very special episode. We're talking about vibrations. I'm vibrating with excitement right now.
I got the vibes.
Yeah.
I got the vibes.
Oh, yeah, it's like,
you're giving me some very bad vibes right now.
You're very aggressive energy.
You're giving me some vibes.
Holy fucking shit. This movie is a fucking train wreck.
From start to finish.
Oh my god. Yeah, the acting is incredibly poor.
Yeah.
The story is non-existent. The fact that it's a robot that plays like trance music and rave, like techno. Like,
so we should start.
There's so many
I want to go
things.
back to when you said the storyline was non-existent.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think the storyline is bananas good.
Well, it is bananas. And I will say that I found it to be much more watchable than the first, the first time I watched it, I was like, this movie makes no sense, but I watched it again and I was like, okay, I wasn't bored, at least.
I think that, where they fucked up was, because the story itself, when you, think about it, a man has a passion for music, loses the ability to play music, loses himself, has to find himself
loses
again.
hope.
When you break it down to, its bare bones, that's kind of,
it's
a really
sad
good
story. Okay, for a lot of people who've probably never even heard of this movie, it's a movie about a guy that is a musician, and he, these fucking drunk rednecks, those guys.
Yeah, they fuck with him.
Here's what I would have done. While they're all focusing on beating the shit out of his car and fucking up, you do one of these, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And get down and kind of get out this passenger door and you fucking run. Those guys were clearly out for blood.
Yeah.
He knew they were out for blood and he just kind of sat there please start.
Or kick the windshield out. Because there was literally already a hole in it. You could kick it out and crawl out the front and just fucking run.
Yeah. And okay, so what's that machinery that the guy...
we had to look at it because we were like, what is that
it's not a forklift,
thing?
It's like a...
Pile driver.
I think we think it's a pile driver. It's like a machine, one of those cat things where it's like a big
spike.
It's not a drill. It's just a spike.
It's like a
pile
stake.
driver.
It's like a giant
like a
stake.
hydraulic
levers inside of those things, and the fact that they were able
to even navigate that shit.
Figure out
that is some vindictive shit.
But let's just think about this. So his hands were destroyed. So let's just say his hands were at 10 and 2.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what, your hands are at 10 and 2, your hands are at 3 and 9, whatever that may be, your legs are still directly underneath. His legs were fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If that thing came down and took his hands off, it stopped right there. They're the hands will do.
Yeah.
I'm
so how did the pile driver
take
sever
both
his hands? They must have been
right.
11 and 1.
It took down the roof a little bit, but I don't know that it was enough to because he could have just
I love that they just completely skimmed that.
Yeah.
It's but how did the pile driver sever his hands and not injure any of
No, he
the
literally is
body?
unscathed. Not a bruise, not a scratch. When he's in the hospital, we were talking about this before, he's literally pristine, that his
gorgeous.
His ridiculous
chiseled fucking face.
Fucking face.
Yeah.
Not a scratch or anything.
And I think that's
his hair is even perfect.
Oh my god, I know.
In the fucking hospital.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think that is a missed opportunity. I mean, it might have been for the ratings or because it wasn't the movies we love to see, but I think that would have been a great opportunity for a motherfucking psst, blood psst.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then a scene with him
They legit cut from that scene to him in the hospital with no fucking hands.
Yeah.
And it was what?
Yeah.
How the fuck does
It's like,
that happen?
mic
We're just gonna
drop.
like not mention how that happened
Mic
at all.
drop.
Mic
It was
drop.
like if the mic was right here, they'd be like,
Fuck.
yeah. So basically, he wakes up in the hospital with no fucking hands. I don't have hands.
I have a question about that. So, in that scene where he is laying down and they're like, he realizes that he has no hands, like, when I was watching the movie, I was like, okay, so how did they achieve that effect? Did they hire a guy with no hands, with a bandage, to, like, be at the same height when he lifts his hands up? Because clearly,
Yeah, because the stumps were real.
are real. Like, there's
Yeah.
parts in the movie where he's got stumps over his arms when he's got, like, a long coat. So it's like, you can see his
Oh,
forearm
those
is,
are my
like, 4 feet
favorite.
long. That's fucking ridiculous.
Those scenes are legit my favorite
He's
when he's
so
got
fucking- yeah,
the fake,
the
like,
plastic
yeah,
hands.
and they're like legit, like his arms are
They're like 4
so
feet long. He's like Dulcim. He's like,
Yeah, I know. He's just like, do not fire.
I love when he puts his hands in his back pockets while he can handle, and they're tucked in his back pockets.
it's
But
so
you know what?
creepy.
I think what might have happened is, why wouldn't they have created like a prosthetic type thing so that, I know it's not longer than his arm, but I doubt that they hired a real amputee. They probably just built. Right? They probably just
No, you're
built
probably
like.
right. It's like me, like my mind. I'm like trying to think how it works, and I'm like, oh, did they like have a guy like under the bed to be like?
Unless they
Because
had
they didn't film right
like
here.
a fake prosthetic
Yeah.
that was a stump
Mhm.
that he just held onto.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And, like,
Because I
was
didn't
like-
film the
yeah.
elbow when he lifted it up. It's like they're clearly
Yeah,
like, you can
yeah.
see here, and then his like stump is raised.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's
I can
don't know.
go
Yeah.
on talking about the
Oh my
stuff.
God, we can
Like,
talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
the stumps
There are
for
so many
long.
discrepancies.
I would like to state how terrible the 90s jokes are in this movie. Because when
Oh, yeah.
he's talking with his band members, and he says that he's got to leave to go to his girlfriend's house, and the one guy is like, oh my gosh, does it have something to do with your wiener? And they, like, his friends like do like the
Like,
fucking,
what are
like,
Yeah.
Does have something to do with your wiener?
But I did appreciate the fact that there's like a really great outline of his bum. Because
Oh, yeah.
the silk sheet like hugs his like ooh
Yeah,
his like
yeah.
little Kevin Bacon like
It
his
accentuates
little Kevin Bacon
Bacon.
who like has one of the nicest asses
Kevin's
on the
bacon.
planet.
Yeah, Kevin's bacon.
Is that what people call his bum?
I don't know, she just said it.
Oh.
Yeah.
You fucking-
I do know.
Yeah, the more you know.
Take a bite out of Kevin's bacon.
So basically, so he bangs his girlfriend and then he's late for his show.
Because she's not in bed anymore when he wakes up. Like,
I know.
She gets her.
And she
Yeah.
knows that he has like this important fucking showcase for this A&R rep, and she just bails. Fucking seriously, worst girlfriend ever.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
you know
really.
what? She did that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
Let's
Can we
not
start with? He went to his girlfriend's house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
he was
God.
like in her pink sheets, like, oh, I'm gonna do you
Yeah.
so good. And then she left and let him sleep through his show.
What a
caused
bitch!
Okay.
the whole motherfucking movie was her fault.
Yeah.
The girlfriend is April O'Neil from
The
Secret of
Terminator.
Terminator.
Turtles.
the Ninja Turtles Part 2.
The Turtles Minator.
And
sorry.
she's a fucking see you next Tuesday. Let's just
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, she can't handle his depravity from, like losing his fucking hands, and then she bails on him, and she doesn't even like go fucking look for him or anything.
Yeah, like honestly, I feel like when he held his stump up and was like, I have the time of your life, I'd be like, yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah, she was like,
You want the thrill of your life?
God, TJ, no!
I know, right?
Oh,
She's just like,
yeah.
why are you being so disgusting?
Or she
Like-
flinches when his like rubber hand
Yeah.
touch. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so afraid of your weird rubber hands.
Bitch, you ain't trying to be fucking supportive at all.
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
you should probably, like, offer some comfort, maybe. Like, he just lost his hands.
Yeah.
Like,
let him put
don't
the
be a
stump
bitch.
where he fucking wants.
put it in the butt. Put it in the butt. So, anyways, yeah, we digress. But yeah, so then his hands come off, and 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 then he decides that he's going to live on the streets because that would be better than a working toilet and a fridge full of food.
Right?
Like, you know.
Yeah. So he's a bum. Like, he decides to give up on life, and he's like a homeless hobo and a
Feel
drunk.
sorry for me. He
Yeah,
bums
and, like,
change and whatever.
Bums change, and he uses the money to buy alcohol, and he's like falls asleep in alleys or whatever. And then one day he sleeps in a box, and he wakes up.
He sleeps in a box.
He sleeps in a box, okay, but he wakes up legit in the middle of a rave.
So yeah, he wakes up and then he's like, I can't.
And then Kelly Bundy shows up.
Yeah.
And she helps him.
Anamika.
Yeah, and she is like, do you need some air? Because she's very...
She's so sad.
Legit, of all the people
sad.
in there that are
Kill
probably
yourself,
drunk
I
on
know.
drugs and need air,
Yeah.
it's like she
She
talks to the bum.
They're made for each other. Like, they're both pussy ass bitches. Like, the both of them.
I know.
Hey, need some air?
She's so, you know, noble. And she helps him and takes him outside. And then she walks home and thugs approach her.
They're not even thugs.
They're
just
like
Knows what kind of perverts you might run into.
Yeah, but good thing for you, we're not perverts.
Yeah, we're just horny.
They do put their hands on her, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he
They're
gets,
rapists.
yeah,
That's what they are.
But then he sees this happening, and he's like, "Well, she helped me, so I'm gonna help her." And he gets in the way, and this is like, okay,
Oh my God, are you gonna do
seriously?
it? Are you gonna do it?
Dude, like this is like one of the best scenes
It's
ever.
like- I love
It's
it.
when he uses his like fake
He's like-
prosthetic hand
he's like,
to stop the raper
yeah.
from stabbing her with his knife, but the knife stabs his hand. It's like legit. He had a fake arm with a fake hand
like a
on a
stick.
fucking stick, and
You can
he
tell. It's like
yeah.
3 feet long.
yeah, like
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah,
3 feet in front of him,
Yeah.
and he's just like,
Yeah. It goes like,
yeah, I
hang it.
know,
And
it's
he's like,
so bad.
"Ooh,
And then
ooh."
they're just like, what the fuck? And then they run away, and she's like, oh my god, he helped me, like come
you've
back to
never
my
seen
place.
anyone with a prosthetic.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, if that were me, I'd be like, okay, so I know where not to stab. That's clearly a fake hand. We'll get him in the kidney.
Yeah,
Right?
I know.
Like,
Like,
let's keep
instead,
going.
they're like,
they were afraid.
it's magic!
I know.
Oh, shit.
Amazing.
Anyway, so yeah, he saves her, and then she's like, yes, I am so benevolent. Homeless man, you can walk me home. I feel safe now.
Come upstairs
Yeah,
for some
Come upstairs,
tuna.
have some
right?
tuna.
Do you like tuna?
Tuna fish?
Tuna fish?
Like seriously? Okay, I'm sure that he's grateful for any food, but like, why would you fucking offer tuna?
I think you have some tuna. Do you like tuna? Tuna fish?
Yeah.
Tuna fish?
Hey, do you like tuna? I think I might have some tuna fish. Maybe on some whole wheat bread or something?
Yeah.
Oh, you like on like some toast? And she's like, yeah. He's like into it.
He's like,
Yeah.
that sounds
Okay,
good.
and also she makes him a sandwich, and like she knows he has like 2 rubber fucking hands, right? Like,
Good
how do you
point.
fucking eat? The moment that like the sandwich is sitting there and she's like waiting for him, and he's like drowning in the tub, like being a drunk. I thought like, how is he gonna eat that sandwich?
Yeah.
A tuna sandwich, which literally is just like crumbling.
I guess like
fucking
he
meal.
could just like,
Yeah,
like,
he's
how-
gonna Pac-Man that shit.
no, like I guess he could like hold it like that and be like,
How messy
like
would that be, though?
I just have to admit, it really surprised me when so she's banging on the bathroom door because he's like magging out in the tub, and then when she opened the door and she was like you're drunk and sees the alcohol bottle or whatever, I didn't realize that he was drunk because as an actor, he portrayed a sober man when he was
Yeah.
defending her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he didn't seem drunk to me at all. Like he was standing.
Yeah.
He didn't do one of these. He didn't do like a cross-eyed moment. He was literally like, I will save you. And then when he walked her up the
Yeah.
stairs right into her apartment, he like walked like a
Totally
normal
straight.
man.
And then he says he doesn't remember any
And then
of
he's
it.
like, sure, I'll have a tuna, whatever you're offering me. And he's wasted. If that were me, I'm like, I want a fucking tuna. Like, man,
Get your tuna out of my face,
I know.
bitch.
So when she was like, oh, you were drunk, I was like, oh, he's drunk? Like, have you never been drunk in real life? Actor? Do you not know what it's like to be drunk? Because, like, you
Yeah.
did a terrible job.
No, you're right. You're right. Okay, why would you still wear your prosthetic like in the tub? I guess
He was
if you're
drunk. He
I
was, like-
guess.
yeah, he was, like, passed
whatever.
out.
But like he puts his hand on the side of the tub, and she like puts her hand on top, and it's like clearly like a weird like glove.
Dude, she's like stroking that shit
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
yeah.
the prosthetics in this movie were pretty bad even for 1996.
Yeah.
But that part was hilarious. It's like the way that she stroked
Stroking his weird like fucking orange.
Yeah. I don't fucking care how liberal you are. If you invite some like homeless guy back to your house,
You don't
to, like
fucking stroke his weird glove hand.
I feel like the
prosthetic
director
thing.
was like, we need you to portray that you're above all of this
Yeah,
and that
know.
you're comfortable with
You
it.
see past
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but again,
Wow.
you are a strange man. I am a single woman. You are naked in my bathtub.
and I'm gonna stroke your face.
And I'm just gonna play with your fucking hair. Yeah.
She's got this like amazing apartment.
It's the I call it the Friends paradox.
Yeah.
But it just makes me wonder, you know what I
Right.
like it's this massive apartment in New York. It had what? A dining room, a living room, a bedroom, a bathroom, and I know this
Kitchen.
sounds like an average apartment, but in New York,
In
you
New
don't
York.
get all those rooms.
No,
Yeah.
literally,
And
I've
the
been in.
ceilings were high.
Yeah, I've been in apartments in New York where literally the toilet is in the kitchen. Then she
Right.
goes and flyers. Like, she flyers
Yeah.
and fucking makes t-shirts for, like, these, like, illicit, like, rave type things. And she can pay for that apartment.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I actually had to I had to look it up on IMDb, and she's a computer artist.
She doesn't have a computer.
I was gonna say, I didn't see a fucking computer in there.
I never noticed that.
Winding when Christina Applegate asks him very clearly to leave her alone.
Yeah.
You
He's
know,
like, I'm gonna get a job.
he's like, I'll be back.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't care. You're a homeless man, and you know what I mean? Like, why do you think I care?
Oh,
I mean, I get it. The story progresses and they fall in love, but like the reality is, she asked you to leave her alone. At this
Yeah.
point, you're being it's harassment. Like you are harassing her.
However, he did save the diner.
Well,
God.
he did. He
That-
put it over.
No, the part where he fucking puts out the fire with the
Plastic hand.
Wouldn't it just melt and catch fire?
Yes,
Plastic
it would-
catches fire.
It would like melt. It would definitely
very
do something.
least.
Get away from me, you dumb Alfie! What are you doing? Don't touch that, you dumb Stop! What are you doing?
Also, the thing that made me mad about that is like, okay, he put the fire out, but there's still a gas leak, people!
I know. And
Why
people
aren't you
still
fucking
smoked in fucking diners
evacuating?
back then. Yeah.
They're all standing
I know.
around like,
That's a
oh,
good
let's
point.
just inhale some of this natural
I
gas. So
know.
we put the fire
And
Are you alright?
I put out fires with my
Right?
expensive hands.
And I avert fucking knives. Like- But very pivotal scene is when he looks himself in the reflection of the glass when he's like
That was 30 seconds too long. Cut it.
Like it's like when he reaches that point where he's just like, I don't know who I am anymore. And he like sees his reflection and he's just like smashes the fucking glass. But yeah, so she feels bad, I guess, for TJ, and she helps him out, and seems like everybody in this building are friends with everybody, and
And
conveniently,
they all have some part to play in creating his alter ego.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, I know a welder. Oh, well, I know a guy who can program shit. Oh, well,
Yeah.
I know an amazing musician. Oh, let's all put our heads together and fucking fix this guy's fucking life. Blah. And that's what happens.
so that's
It's
the
like,
plot of the movie
yeah, it's
right
too
there.
perfect.
Pretty much. Let's talk about Simeon.
Oh my god, legit, I
Love
hate
him.
the name, I hate it. The guy, I don't believe it. The fucking hat that he's wearing with a glove on it is stupid.
And the goggles.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Now that hurt. That truly hurt.
Oh, he's the womanizer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
legit,
I wouldn't let him come anywhere
No,
near
Oh,
I
no,
don't
no,
believe it.
no.
It's like, it's very unconvincing. And like, that is to be said about all of the characters in this
And you don't-
movie.
you
It's
don't
very
have to be-
unconvincing. It's like, they're trying too hard. So hard that you can see through it.
And you know, certainly don't have to be attractive to be a womanizer,
No.
because that's not what it is. Like, I have fallen for men who I've been like, it's your charm, it's your
Yeah.
charisma,
Yeah.
right? Because the fact that he's not attractive has nothing to do with why I don't believe that he banged 2 sisters
There were 2.
They're sisters. It's not right to break up a set.
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
he just
It
doesn't
was,
have it.
he doesn't have, like, he has a little,
Yeah.
like, best friend vibe, but no one wants to have a gangbang with the best friend.
No, he's like the nice Jewish boy next door. That's exactly what
But
he
he's
is.
got like that. The only thing that he's got going for him is like the fact that he's like one of the DJs or whatever, like at
Yeah.
these like very popular
Yeah.
raves in New
Right.
York, right? So like I feel like it's like he's like a band guy, right? So everybody's just like, oh my god, it's Simeon. But he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
I love the way your breasts heave when you get angry. Have you had them enlarged recently?
Like he is legit like a sexist like prick. Like
Oh,
when
yeah.
the fucking landlady comes over and she's a cunt too, but we'll get there.
Zena!
Oh god.
That's perfect. Your bimbos, her winos. I guess I should put up more signs around here. Obviously, no pets allowed doesn't cover it.
There's one part, again, with Simeon, and I actually really enjoyed, like, genuinely enjoyed this part, like, as an aspiring novelist, not necessarily, like, writing from your own experience, but as, like, a creative writer. I thought it was really fucking cool how when he was explaining to him about techno, he was like, first this.
Oh, yeah.
And then this.
The story
and I was like this. I was like
amazing.
this the whole time. I'm like, tell me
And
more
so
about how
everybody
you
else,
make
like they
techno.
show up, like Christina Applegate like sits down and then Geek shows
Yeah.
up and she's like totally into it.
It was
Yeah.
great.
That might have actually been the best piece of writing in the entire
It
movie.
was. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
it was so well written. I'm like, he's
That part is hilarious.
like, it makes me want to like go out and like listen to techno and be like, are they gonna bring that like part that he said was coming?
Yeah.
Oh, there
Yeah, I
it is,
know,
the
there it is.
crescendo.
Yeah.
See, the idea is to get the vibe going. The world is coming to an end, but we don't care. Because we're moontan nocturnal, vinyl consuming animals drifting easy through friendly space and analog trance. Nothing can doom this groove. We're controlling the vibe, manipulating the madness, sucking in the energy. Our cosmic nerve endings have told us how to move, what to do, where to go, and then we know. Dead time. Let's go!
But I thought that was pretty cool. But that was about it. That's where my love for Simeon stops. Right
Yeah.
there.
Both of you, goodbye.
She wants me big time.
So it's very convenient that the landlady is an
Oh yeah,
Those gloves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is she? A welder.
She's a welder.
Okay,
She's
so the
an
landlady.
artist. She's an
makes-
artist.
Yeah,
Right.
she's basically a welder.
Then she threw together what looked like a $50,000 fucking
You're
robot
right.
suit
So
for him.
she's a valid character in
Yeah.
the film.
Oh yeah,
because
they all are
eventually-
because it's so convenient that everybody
I know
in the
have like this
building-
brilliant idea, and they have like the person to manufacture
Yeah.
his fucking like robot hands,
robot fingers.
Yeah, so she makes these robot hands, and what I love about the robot hands is like when he tests them, and they're like on the keys but not on his hands.
Oh my God, it
and
looks so bad. It's like-
they're very rigid. They're very like rigid,
Yeah.
and then when he puts them on and plays, they're like
It's so-
Oh yeah, they're
They're
yeah,
like so
penis
s-
fingers. And like the geek guy, it's so convenient. He's like, so you write the music and it goes in this chord here,
In this circuit
and then
here.
it comes out this chord and
On
goes
your
into this
finger,
one,
yeah.
and voila, you have robot
Yeah.
hands. That's it. That's all we got. Like what?
Yeah, like the logistics of it all was very confusing. I actually had to rewind it a couple times to be like, wait a second.
Yeah, because
So
how
is
are
the
they like?
science
Are
of
they
this actually
attached to his nerves?
Because so what they said was they programmed the song. I just thought of this.
Okay.
So they said they programmed the song into the hand, so theoretically he would press like start or whatever and put his hands on the keys and they would just go on the keys. But on the parts where he lifts off the keys, why wouldn't his hands still be going? Because the gloves
true.
don't know that
shit,
he's-
girl.
You know? So
Yeah.
when he's dancing,
You just like debunked vibrations.
Yeah, so none of it makes sense. That's just
Yeah,
the way
like
that
this,
it is. Yeah.
there's so many plot holes in this fucking movie. It's just like, but it's one of those movies that everyone must know about.
Yeah.
It's like wildly absurd.
You know what I also love about this movie is that they literally were like, let's create 3 songs and we'll use them continuously throughout the entire movie.
We go acid. It's hardcore neutronic mutilation.
It's the same song
Actually-
as when he's showing him like what rave music is all about.
Dude,
Like,
I fucking want the
literally same song
soundtrack.
over and over.
I
and
actually
over
want
again.
the soundtrack, like, for real.
Well, all the other bands that are featured are all real. Utah Saints is a real band.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much everybody else
Yeah.
is real,
Mhm.
except for Cyberstorm, of course. I mean, I wish he was real because that would be real.
Oh my god.
The best part is, I love the way that's written, but the best part is the music that like Cyberstorm creates that is like groundbreaking. To me, wasn't that impressive.
No, I think that song was probably the best one.
But it,
The one that when Simeon
yeah, that
plays.
yeah. So it was
Yeah.
like, and then when he came out with his sound, like Cyberstorm sound.
Oh my
and,
god,
like,
legit!
put them all
It
away,
was
I
like all of a sudden when he does this and he's like,
Oh, he's
and
like,
then
he's
it's
like ready.
And it doesn't even follow. You see his hands going
Legit?
up the keyboard. I know the sound keyboards make. He's like doing this. It doesn't make it. It wouldn't sound like that.
It's like classical keys with techno music in the background.
yeah.
Like, it's like, because the song starts with techno beats.
Yeah.
And then he comes up on the stage, fucking
like,
dressed like a goddamn robot.
I'm Astar.
Yeah,
I'm a robot.
I am Astar, a robot. I can put my arm back on. You can't. So play safe.
He fucking like, it's like super techno and everyone's into it and all of a sudden he's like ready to play and it's just like classical piano like
And like literally a full 20 minutes of the movie that didn't need to happen is like the montage of him like getting famous and playing shows, and it's like I get that. But
yeah,
like,
because his name on the bill
yeah, it,
changes
like
from
it
the
moves
top
up and oh my
to
god,
like the
and, like,
bottom and now
yeah.
he's like, oh,
here's a
Cyberstorm's
montage. We're
big
moving
name,
road
headliner.
cases
Oh, I
into
didn't
a
notice
fucking
that.
venue and blah blah blah, and it's like literally the movie is over 100 minutes. It's like you could at least cut 20 minutes. Like it doesn't need to be an hour
They
and
spend a lot of
40
time
minutes.
putting up
That's a
posters.
long
Putting up
fucking time.
posters.
They
him being
postered
a
for a
bum.
while.
It's
Well,
absurd.
and then when we want to talk about conveniences.
Oh yeah.
What are the odds that all 5 street toughs were all part of the same security team?
Right.
What are the odds that they just so happen to be working, you know, that venue and they're all like blowing bubbles and popping them with their gum?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like I'm a
Smoking
real
cigarettes.
badass.
Yeah.
And then they're like downstairs chugging beer. It was just like all so convenient.
I know, yeah.
Like they seriously all work security.
Way too convenient.
Yeah.
Like a gang full of security guys.
I guess so. They're like, you know, mean hecklers and
And then he manages
Also
to trap
security
them in the room.
the green room with sandwiches and beer.
She said, don't worry about it. Her mother ate it.
And don't they basically just break the barricade? Like
Yeah.
break a 2x4 in half
Yeah.
to get out?
Okay,
I thought he was gonna kill
listen, that he fucking lost his goddamn hands.
Kill
Like
those
he just wants to
bitches.
like do a prank and like
Yeah.
make a fucking like use like a sonic thing to like fuck with their ears. Like I would be like, oh maybe we should put some fucking like Zyklon gas through that fucking speaker instead and like kill them or like
Yeah, or,
you know,
like-
mustard gas or like
Fucking make them drink anthrax or some shit.
yeah like
you know what I mean?
poison
Like,
the sandwiches.
I got no hands!
Like
I
do
ain't got
some
no
like
hands!
some like spit on my grave shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like really
yeah.
fuck those guys
Not
up.
just like oh I'm
So I'm just gonna skip right to the point where the street toughs have escaped the green room, and Cop Dad is in the audience, being proud for son, and he goes like this, and he looks at his hands on stage, and he looks at his dad, and he looks at his hands, and he looks at the street toughs, and his dad goes. Like he understands
Like,
what
he
now he
knows,
must
yeah.
do.
Yes.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
arrest those guys. My son went like this, and then looked
And then
Like
he
this.
he's just like, he like points at them like, that's them, that's them.
Like,
That's it.
That
End of
could,
movie.
that could
And
mean
that's the end of the
anything.
movie.
Yeah.
It could
Yeah.
literally mean I'm at a rave. These people are ODing, Dad. Like,
Yeah.
it could mean anything. But his
Yes.
dad's like,
He knows.
gotcha.
And then end scene roll credits. Like legit, that is like you don't see any justice happening. You don't
No.
see them getting their asses kicked. You
No.
don't see Dad arresting them. You don't see
No.
them like dying in a fire, which they probably should have.
I seriously like
Nothing.
legit love this movie.
Yeah.
But I hate the end
Ending.
lacking everything that like a movie ending should have.
Yeah.
Like there's no emotion, there's no like climax, there's no like justification, and it's just like
Yeah,
that's them.
there's no
Whoa,
redemption,
and
there's,
then
like-
I'm gonna go
it's
after
supposed
them,
to be-
and that's it.
It's a revenge movie, technically. Like,
Yeah.
but you don't see any of that happening. There's nothing.
Yeah,
So
it's
like,
the
yeah,
biggest disappointment is the ending
Yeah.
for sure.
The
like
other
a
thing
soft cum.
was, didn't he? Oh.
Try like coming with like your stump.
Yeah,
down.
with the there you go.
Oh,
yeah, the
what's
time of
it
your
called?
life.
Just grip with your elbow, I bet.
Yeah.
Like your elbow
Yeah.
dish, like lube it up. Like some mayonnaise or something.
Well, fucking Kelly Bundy's gonna take care of that now.
fucking fuck somebody.
Yeah.
It's just like this whole movie is just so like pretending to be something that's not. It's like trying hard to be like so generationally
Hip.
like important and like when
Like
they're
hackers, that was an important.
Oh,
like attempted to do something like that, and like that one scene where they're all like at the table like
Having
and like,
pasta?
yeah, and like Geek
Yeah.
tells his fucking whole life story, and
Yeah.
she's like, generation. He's like, what generation? What? She's like, Generation X, generation without a name.
Generation X, generation without a name.
And it's like, oh my god, you're so profound, you fucking idiot.
yeah, and then fucking Simeon like goes and does
Oh my
his
God.
dumb shit, and she's like, "It's not about what's in here; it's about what's in here." And he's
Yeah.
like, "The breasts, it
Yeah,
lies in
in
breasts."
the breasts. And then I think he says a line something about like, oh, I think with my dick because I'm a prick or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's like,
You're so
You got syphilis, dude.
yeah.
You're a dick, Simeon.
No, see, I think with my dick, I'm more of a prick.
Oh, that was fine.
But like the part when like fucking
I
like
saw the
when
movie.
fucking what the fuck is her name?
Oh, Enemy
Animika. I don't go by that name anymore. When
Melissa,
Animika and
Animika.
fucking like Cyberstorm like get it on for the first time, they tried to make it like super romantic, and a fan is like blowing.
Yeah,
at
her
them, and
hair
she's
is,
just,
like, blowing
Yeah,
back,
like it's like
like,
blowing
the
back
fan.
and shit, and it's like all like romantic and stuff. I
No.
feel like that just
So-
makes it look like a glam metal band or something.
Yeah, but like, you,
Like
okay,
it's like fucking like Don Duck and like
Yeah.
fucking being like,
it's pretty
"Woo!"
bad. It's pretty bad. Did he have his robot arms, like his robot hands, while they're doing it?
They did not show that.
Okay, because
So-
they probably had no idea what to do
my
with it.
curiosity was all about like, okay, so he's like using his fucking robot hands to use the mixer. It's like, why doesn't he have like a drill dough or some shit? To,
I know,
like,
right?
frickin',
Like he can blend smoothies, but he can't blend pussy.
yeah, no, he
Yeah,
needs to be doing
yeah.
some
I
like
know.
wild shit with those digits,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
dick on every fucking finger.
Like
And
fucking Edward Penis hands.
Yes!
Like fucking Edward Penis hands. He would have to use his Cyberstorm gloves, I would assume.
Yeah.
Because they're
You're
much
so
more
beautiful.
functional. You want to have the time of your life.
You have something on your face just right there.
Holy fucking
And you
shit.
know we love an amputee. It's
Yeah.
just the movie is.
Oh
Watch
my
the trailer, and you're just like, yeah, like it starts out like as just like a regular
Yeah,
movie,
and
like
then
this
you're like,
motherfucker is a musician, and then he loses his pants and loses his hope, and like gets his groove back by becoming a robot DJ. Like what?
Yeah.
What?
It's too much. It's too fucking much.
Not to say not to watch it, because if you haven't seen it, like, buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, like
It's
own
great.
it. You definitely own this movie.
It's
Yeah.
really great.
It was
Yeah.
so groundbreaking that it was one of the first movies to be put on DVD. Did you know that?
No.
No.
Yes, it was one of the very first movies that was like pressed on DVD. That's how fucking advanced and cyberific they were.
I also love when Simeon introduces Cyberstorm and he's like, you don't need drugs to go on his ultimate rave.
You do not need drugs to go on his ultimate groove.
So the movie is bonkers, but Cyberstorm found love.
He did. I'm very proud of him. I wonder if he has. I'm proud of him.
We're very proud of Cyberstorm.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. The movie is... It's watchable. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's entertaining. It's bad.
Actually, to quote, it is uplifting, energetic entertainment that you won't want to miss.
Oh my god, you won't want to miss this.
It's uplifting. If you're having a bad day.
Yeah. Just put on...
You think you have a bad day? Try getting your hands ripped off by a fucking jackhammer.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck it is. And like, you know, get robot hands and you can feel like a superstar DJ.
Yeah. It could always be worse.
I know. But like, I love how they spent all this time in the movie focusing on how they made the hands, but then he just shows up on the stage with this entire fucking getup, like the suit,
They
the
glossed over
helmet,
that.
like
Totally.
where did the fucking bodysuit come from?
How are
They
you
gloss
getting
over
into a giant robot suit if you have no fingers?
Yeah, he's gonna need a lot of help.
Yeah, he's gonna need like a lot of fucking help.
Yeah.
It's like all those fucking people in the building with syphilis are helping out because they're all banging fucking Simeon.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to apologize to everyone on behalf of the Witchfinger podcast if we've offended. Just kidding, suck it.
We don't give a fuck. Thanks for watching our video on one of the greatest movies ever made. Clearly, Vibrations.
Yeah.
Cyberstorm! Definitely buy it. Just buy it.